Projectile motion. We'll discuss complete basics of projectile motion today with figure and some of the definitions, as well as we'll derive one equation also. What do you mean by projectile motion? Projectile motion is combination of horizontal as well as vertical motion. I repeat, that's combination. So this is combination of horizontal and vertical motion. Horizontal as well as vertical motion. What do you mean by horizontal and vertical motion? A ball is thrown from wicket keeper to fielder or fielder to wicket keeper will have this kind of path. That means the ball is moving up as well as moving to the right. That means moving to the right means x direction, moving up means y direction, and combination is called as projectile. Okay, so this is what definition of projectile motion. It's combination of horizontal as well as vertical motion. Then what are assumptions we have to consider? Remember, we'll consider there is no wind resistance. We'll consider there is no wind resistance. We are assuming that this is actual problem, but we are not going to consider. We'll consider there is no wind resistance, but that will affect the path. Why? If you throw a plastic ball will move to the left or right according to wind resistance. But here we are not going to consider. So this is our assumption, no wind resistance. We will not consider it. Then what we are not going to consider? We are not going to consider curvature of earth. We are not going to consider curvature of earth. Remember, since the problems we have are basic on cricket ground, we will not consider curvature of the earth. But if the problem is for flight, if the problem is for any rocket, then we have to consider rotation of the earth. Why? If you consider this as Mumbai and this as New York, then it won't be horizontal distance. It will be what? A curvature. Correct? Then we will not consider rotation of the earth. We will not consider rotation of the earth. Why we are not going to consider rotation of the earth? Why? Because the problems are for limited time, not for the problems of flight. Remember, for example, if the flight is moving from Mumbai to New York for 12 hours, then earth will rotate around its own axis as well as around sun. So there is change in the path. Remember this. But we are not going to consider these three problems right now. We are considering basic projectile. Then how this projectile will work? Remember, in projectile motion, horizontal and vertical. Then remember, horizontal acceleration is x and vertical is ay. Horizontal acceleration is 0. Why? We will consider uniform motion. Uniform motion means velocity is constant. If velocity is constant, acceleration will be 0, and ay will be g. G means gravitational force. So ay is g, and which will always be what? Negative. Why? The motion is upward. Remember this. Ay is what? G. So this is the figure we have. Check. A particle is projected from point A towards point B. So this is called as point of projection, and this is called as point of landing. Remember this. Now if we have this one as initial velocity u making an angle of alpha, so the particle is projected with initial velocity u making an angle of alpha. Now at every point we will have some kind of velocity. For example, if I consider this point as D, then this will have Vd. Okay, if we consider this point to be C, this point to be E, then we will have every time certain velocity. This will be velocity Ve. Remember now, can I resolve this now? Yes, we can resolve. So u will be resolved as u cos alpha, x component, and y component u sin alpha. And what's important task here? Ax is 0, that means horizontal acceleration 0, that means x component of velocity must be same. Why? If ax 0, that means acceleration along x 0, that means velocity is constant along x. So along x velocity must be same. So I can just say velocity along x is always same. If it is u cos alpha, here we can write u cos alpha, here we can write u cos alpha, here we can write u cos alpha. Why? Velocity along horizontal is always what? Same, because it's a uniform motion. Then velocity along y always changes. So this will be something different. This will be something different. This will be something different. Now I am considering point C, and point C is the maximum height position. How to identify this maximum height position? Remember, maximum height position is attained only when this y component of velocity is what? 0. Why? Here this particle will start projecting towards what? Downward side. Remember this one. So this point, maximum height point, where y component of velocity is 0. And what is this called as? Remember, this is going to be complete range, horizontal range R. So this is the complete important part of what? Projectile motion. We'll discuss every point. What is time of flight? it is a time taken by a projectile where it is in space. That means it is the time or time after point of projection, right after point of projection and right before point of catch, that means point of landing. It is called as time of flight. What is angle of projection? Alpha, through which it is thrown. Horizontal range, it is the horizontal distance between point of projection and point of landing. Maximum height, what is maximum height? It is the point where it is the height from point of projection to the point where y component of velocity is 0. And what is trajectory? It is the path traced by projectile. Okay, now I will explain how to generate any one equation. Let us consider time of flight. I will generate equation of time of flight. How? Check this. I will generate equation of time of flight. Check this. I will consider motion from A to B. Check this. Motion from A to B, but I am considering y motion. And if you know, y motion is motion under gravity. So can I use one equation? Yes, I can use equation. S is equal to ut minus half gt square, but this is y. This is y. Why y? Because it's y motion. Now tell me, for A to B, what is the vertical? Y means vertical distance covered. For A to B, these are on same level, so no vertical distance covered, so it is 0. What is uy? Uy is u sin alpha. So initial y component is u sin alpha into t minus half gt square. So this minus half here plus half gt square is equal to ut sin alpha. I can just cancel t. So g by 2 is equal to u sin alpha, and this is what left here is t. So what is t? T is 2u sin alpha upon g. 2u sin alpha upon g, and this is time of flight. We can generate similar equations from this figure only.